Hi, I'm Anand, an architect working in Bangalore. I'd like to share with you my experience of designing the Soundarya factory. It's a project that I hold very close to heart and I've learned a lot from. I hope you find the same informative as well. I've been passionate about green buildings ever since my college days. My thesis as well as my initial years of employment was on sustainable housing for the poor in rural areas. This passion continued and grew with the formation of Anand and Associates in the year 99. We have taken up a wide variety of work over the years, all with some aspects of green. In a few projects, we've been able to push the boundaries of green. Soundarya is one of them. I feel the most pressing issue of our age is climate change. Buildings contribute close to 40% of energy use globally, as well as a significant portion of carbon emissions. Even small steps that we can take can make a big difference in addressing this. Building green is surprisingly easy. Most of all, what is required is a change in mindset, as well as some investment of time at the design stage. With this, we can achieve considerable saving in both energy and water. We are revisiting Soundarya after close to 10 years of operation to see how well it has fared for all the stakeholders. Satya and Balaji, the founders of Soundarya, were equally passionate about green. Their willingness to allow us to explore a range of possibilities was key to the final outcome. The Soundarya factory was set up in 2007 as the clients had outgrown their previous premises. The new facility on the outskirts of Chennai has a total production space of 10,000 square meters with the provision to double in size. The factory is primarily a woodworking and furniture manufacturing facility. In addition to the production space, the campus also has an administrative block and all staff amenities. McD Burl were appointed as sustainability and services consultants at the design stage itself. The process was truly a collaborative effort, with the design ideas and strategies being validated and refined by Mahesh and the rest of the McD Burl team. I would like to compare the building to an automobile. An automobile parked under the shade of a tree with the windows down is relatively comfortable for the occupants. The same automobile parked in the sun with the windows up can become intolerable and would require the air conditioning to be on to keep the occupants comfortable. The production building was envisaged as a series of canopy-like sheds which are open on the perimeter. This allowed ventilation regardless of the wind direction. Trees on the perimeter shade the building. As a result of the shading and ventilation, workmen within the shed are comfortable through the year in spite of the warm, humid climate of Chennai. It took a leap of faith by the clients to adopt an open shed. Concerns such as the entry of insects, dust and rain were discussed and resolved before moving forward. Based on a recent user survey to assess the performance of the building, 80% of the workforce found the lighting and ventilation acceptable. The overall comfort of the work environment was rated as good by 78% of the workforce.
என் பேர் சுரேஷ்குமார். நான் இங்கே வந்து 14 வருஷம் ஆகுது. வரும்போது கார்பெண்டராக வந்தேன். இப்போ குவாலிட்டி செக்கிங்கில் இருக்கேன். இந்த இடம் வந்து ஓப்பனாக இருக்கிறதால காற்று வசதி, லைட்டிங் பிரச்சனை இருக்காது. இயற்கையாக ஃப்ரீயாக வேலை செய்யலாம் உள்ள.
The curved roof form is structurally efficient as it is effective in transferring load. In fact, the depth of the truss is only 350 mm for a 21.5 meter span. A conscious effort was made to reduce resource and capital cost by eliminating all non-essential components. The entire production facility has no doors, windows, walls, painting and plastering. In order to reduce resource as well as maintenance cost, robust and easy to maintain finishes such as form finished concrete and local stone have been used throughout the facility. As opposed to the open production building, the office space is designed as a closed structure, determined by the client's requirements to have an air-conditioned space. The primary focus was to optimize the air conditioning system, the biggest component of energy used within the building. The building has been designed on passive climatic means to reduce solar heat gain. The windows and canopies were designed to offer daylight and views to the outside while keeping out the heat. The building has a longer face on the north and south direction with a large metal roof structure. This results in the effective shading of the terrace as well as the north and south facades. The external heat load is further reduced by having an insulated and blank facade on the east and west. The resultant heat load is addressed by a VRV air conditioning system. The air conditioning system has been optimized with a series of earth air tunnels to pre-cool the air. The ambient air is pre-cooled by losing heat to the earth prior to supply to the air intake of the air conditioning system. As a result, the office building of 1500 square meters requires only 40 tons of air conditioning. Water was viewed as a finite resource that needed to be used judiciously. An inherently sustainable system based on the annual water cycle was designed. As a first step, recharge wells were implemented across the site to minimize runoff and erosion while maintaining the groundwater table. A large surface tank to store seasonal rainwater was also executed. The entire freshwater demand is met from open wells replenished by the groundwater. The domestic waste, both black and grey, is treated using a low energy microbe-based treatment system to meet tertiary treatment standards and then reused for landscape irrigation. At the point in time when the facility was being built, there were a large number of medium-sized coconut and mango trees that were being cleared for infrastructure development elsewhere. The clients bought these trees at timber value and arranged for them to be transplanted within the site, achieving a success rate of over 70%. In addition to the ecological benefits, with the quick establishment of the landscape, the advantages of shading was experienced much sooner. At Soundarya, the buildings have aged remarkably well, besides the normal wear and tear and fading paint. The landscape and tree canopy continue to grow, offering ever-increasing physical and visual relief. This, for me, is true sustainability. In addition to the benefits of working in a naturally ventilated and daylit environment, there is a clear ecological as well as economic benefit of going green. The total reduction of carbon emissions per year of operation is 265 tons. This translates to an annual saving of more than rupees 25 lakhs. Building green is possible for any building type, with savings in both operational cost as well as capital cost. All that is required is a change in mindset as well as some investment of time at the design stage.